What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter, Bob Arum. Well, he reiterates and he confirms and he doubles down and states that his business trip with undefeated two-time heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, it was for the arbitration dealing with former Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC heavyweight world champion, American superstar boxer, DEONTAY the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He says, but that arbitration hearing turned into negotiations, as he is of the belief that Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, who promotes Tyson Fury's fellow countryman, two-time unified heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer Anthony Joshua. He don't believe that he can deliver the fight. He does not believe that the site fees will be met. He believes that Eddie Hearn, at this point in time, is dragging his feet, and there is no true offers. And he believes that Tyson Fury's next fight is going to be the Trilogy match with Deontay Wilder. And he says the arbitration turned into negotiations. Now, we saw Deontay Wilder. We see footage and training footage of him now back training. He's training with new trainer, former heavyweight title contender and close friend and former foe of his in Malik King Scott. Is training him on the pads and helping preparing him. He looked great on the pads. We know Tyson Fury is here in the States. Obviously, he was on a plane with Bob Arum, and we know that Bob Arum, he stated that he secured a venue for June 26th in Las Vegas for Tyson Fury's next fight. Obviously, securing a venue in Las Vegas for Tyson Fury is all indications that it will not be Anthony Joshua, but indeed it will be the Trilogy match with Deontay Wilder. Now, I believe that he stated he secured the venue for June 26th. Now, there's two major fights June 26th. You have undefeated two-time two-division world champion who currently simultaneously holds the WBA at 130, 135 and is going up to 140 to challenge undefeated Mexican superstar boxer Mario Barrios for his WBA regular junior welterweight title. That is one Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? And also Bob Arum, one of Bob Arum's top fighters under his stable, and three-division world champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, former unified lightweight world champion Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko. He'll be making his highly anticipated ring return since losing to undefeated, now unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. Vasil Lomachenko will be taking on Nakatani June 26th as well, okay? So I highly doubt that Bob Arum would compete with his own fighter, okay? Unless he plans on moving Vasil Lomachenko and Nakatani fight to a later date, and unless obviously the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, and founder and advisor Al Heyman, he moves the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Now, it's not uncommon for that to take place. We know Gervonta Tank Davis showdown between four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz, that was scheduled for October 14th, and then they eventually moved it back 2 weeks to Halloween to have the pay-per-view event. We know that, Vasil Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez fight was moved a few times, okay? So we know Errol Spence fight with Danny Garcia was moved back. It was moved back from November 21st to December 5th, okay? So it's not uncommon for them to move dates, okay? So if this fight, we know, broke the heavyweight gate in Las Vegas at the MGM, the rematch, the highly anticipated rematch took place in Las Vegas. The first fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury ended in a draw. That took place in Los Angeles, California. The rematch will take place, the highly anticipated rematch took place in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. And we, it seems like they're on the verge of placing the Trilogy match at the possibly at the MGM in Las Vegas. Now, we know Bob Arum, during the current climate of the world, he had the bubble in the MGM in Las Vegas, where he had fighters come into the bubble. But now things are starting to ease up. Fans are allowed to attend live sporting events. There's still limited capacity as to how many fans can actually attend live sporting events. but fans are allowed to attend live sporting events. So with that stated, the fact that he secured Vegas, we know they're not going to stage Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in Las Vegas, okay? That's a situation where it would be Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury trilogy match. Now, obviously, there was in mediation. This is a fight. The trilogy match was already signed. It was ready to be delivered. It's contractually obligated to give Deontay Wilder a trilogy match. That's why they went to mediation. Now they're in arbitration. And according to Bob Arum, he stated that, the business trip that he and Tyson Fury took was for the arbitration that turned into negotiations for the trilogy match. So I don't know if it turned into negotiations due to the fact that Deontay Wilder was awarded victory in arbitration and now they have to honor the trilogy match, or it's simply a situation where they're looking at it from a realistic standpoint and saying that the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is not going to come to fruition, and now they're going to have, we heard Frank Warren, who co-promotes Tyson Fury, he promotes Tyson Fury. Frank Warren is a legend promoter in the UK. He's the CEO of Queensberry Promotions. He's the co-promoter of Tyson Fury in the UK. He stated that if a fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua did come to fruition, that it wouldn't be until late August, early September at the very best, due to the fact that Olympics is taking place. Anthony Joshua's trainer, Rob McCracken, he's the head of the Olympic team for the United Kingdom, and seeing as though, so with that stated, the trilogy match was contractually obligated for Deontay Wilder. So Rob McCracken, Anthony Joshua's trainer, he's the head of the UK team, and Frank Warren, he said that that's the earliest he sees this fight coming to fruition. Also, too, there's reports that possibly, the investors for these site fees, with the site fees, they're looking to get a return for their investment. So they're not in the business of losing money. If they place this fight on, even in different locations like Saudi Arabia and places like that, they still don't have 100% capacity of letting fans in attendance. It's only 40%, so they still would stand to lose money opposed to gaining money. So they, according to reports, those investment groups, they would like to have the fight pushed back to a later date, possibly October, possibly November, so that way fans could give themselves a time to possibly have fans in attendance at full capacity and get a return for their investment, okay? So it's not looking good for this fight. Every week, they're telling you in 2 weeks they're going to have an announcement. They got an agreement. They stated that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, both sides completely agreed and signed for everything. Then Frank Warren, he came out and he stated that there's no site fees that have been presented to them. But Tyson Fury, he said they was going to mull it over. 3 Fridays ago, they was going to have a decision on Sunday. And then Eddie Hearn came out and he said that on Saturday that they will have it to him by Sunday and it'll be announced by Monday. And Tyson Fury, he stated that if it don't get announced by Tuesday, he was moving on. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of contradiction going on. And one of the big sticking points is the fact that Tyson Fury, he's admitted that, they're still in arbitration with Deontay Wilder. Okay. So with that said, it's not looking like that fight is going to come to fruition. It's looking like the trilogy match is what we're going to get. Deontay Wilder is back training with a new trainer. We know the history. We know he's no longer with trainer Mark Breland. So now we're going to get this trilogy match with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And it's looking like it's going to possibly take place in Las Vegas. Now, it's interesting, though, because we know Florida, they're open 100% capacity. And we know that Texas is open 100% capacity. Now, Deontay Wilder, he did say at one point in time he would love to fight at AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. That's where Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia. Deontay Wilder was in attendance. He said he would love to fight there. Tyson Fury does not, avoid a fighting in Texas. It's 100% capacity. You would stand to get your money. The live gate, the revenue, closed circuits, they would be able to receive all of that. Now, AT&T Stadium also has 100,000 fans. It's a bigger arena than MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Now, obviously, Las Vegas is the unofficial boxing capital of the world. Everybody loves to fight in Las Vegas. It's the atmosphere, it's the weather. Everybody loves to fight in Las Vegas. But to have it in Dallas Stadium, where you can have 100,000 fans, you could put in more fans. Then you had, I believe the MGM holds about 15, 16,000 fans, okay? Or Dallas, Texas Cowboys Stadium holds 100,000. So obviously you could put quadruple the amount of people in Cowboy Stadium and get more revenue, more live gate, more closed circuit, and things of that nature. So we got to see how it plays out. But Bob Arum, he confirms, he says they went to arbitration hearing, and that turned into negotiations. He don't believe, he said if he had his way, Joshua Fury fight is not happening. If you listen from his standpoint, he don't believe it's happening, and they're focusing on Deontay Wilder. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.